Welcome back to the Tropical Update. It's Sunday, October 29th. I'm Tom, and I'll be guiding you through the graphics. We're going to be talking about our new name storm, Philippe, and where it's going to be going. And we'll also be looking at another area that's way out in the Atlantic, and see what it's going to be doing in the next few days. But first up, let's pull up our cone. This is for Philippe, and this was at 11, the advisory. It had 40-mile-an-hour winds, and it was moving north-northeast at 24, and it had a barometric pressure of 2962, and it was near Key West, Florida at that time. And here's a little better look at it. And this pretty much gives you the same information. It's actually a little after 1 o'clock now. So it's actually about 75 miles northwest of Key West, Florida, when we're doing our broadcast here. But it is moving very quickly at 24 miles per hour to the north-northeast. So it's a quick mover, like I told you yesterday. Once it was going to pick up speed, it was going to move, and it has been. And like most storms, you can see most of the convection is on the northeast side. Now here is the watches and warnings. There is a tropical storm watch up for South Florida. You can see it there from the Keys up to Miami. Now over in the Bahamas near Nassau and Freeport, they have a tropical storm warning. Again, most of the energy is over on the east and northeast side of Philippe. So they're going to be getting the worst of it. Actually, right now, Florida is getting mostly rain. And it is sort of clearing. This sort of shows it a little bit, but there's a clearing from west to east. So as it actually moves that northeast, you can sort of see that black that's out there on the west coast of Florida. That's dry air, and that's going to be moving to the east as Philippe moves toward the northeast. But that big blob will probably not hit Florida. It'll go over the Bahamas, so the one you see over Cuba. So they're going to be getting a lot of rain and wind. And here is our 2-day graphical on it, and it sort of shows where it's at. And it also shows that area that's way out there in the middle of the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. And they give that about a 40% chance of development in the next 5 days. But it's forecast, if it develops, it will not move west. It will probably move northeast, maybe toward Ireland and the UK. And there is that area that you see out there in the middle of the Atlantic. And that, like I said again, on the 5-day, it has a 40% chance of development. But it's not going to be moving toward the U.S. But that's not to say that Philippe is not going to be moving toward the U.S. It very well might. Well, let's take a look at our spaghetti models. And there they are for Philippe. And you can see that it's going to sort of hug the coast of the U.S. And they're thinking that it's possibly going to turn westward up near Maine, or that's up near New Brunswick, Canada. So definitely in the next couple days, at the speed this is going, they're going to get some wind and waves and rain out of this. Now here is our surface map. You can see that front that's been pushing through Tennessee and Carolinas. That one will be interacting with Philippe a little bit and keeping it offshore. But still, the Bahamas and that area is going to get the worst of the rain, not South Florida, it looks like now. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. Hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We appreciate all our subscribers. And if you have any comments, go ahead. Any questions about weather, go ahead and post those. So we'll be keeping an eye on everything. So have a great day, and we'll be talking to you soon.